Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Clay here, Cardboard Empires, and today we are opening these Battle Styles sleeved boosters, 100 of them to be precise. And that tingling feeling between your knees, maybe even between your thighs, that is exhilaration and excitement at the sound of my voice and the thought of what we are going to pull out of these 100 packs. So let's snap my fingers and get rid of the cardboard so we can get into these packs and get our pulls. And as we get into this first pack today, I am reminded of how much I love the smell of a freshly cracked pack in the morning. That smell of ink and cardboard is second to none. So in this video today, I'm going to be putting some of the high value card prices on the screen as I pull them in editing and post-production later. So I won't know at the time how much these cards are worth, but I will put them on later and tally them up at the end. Also, the code cards, I will be giving away a few here and there, not all of them, but every now and then I'll flash a code card on the screen. We have the Morpeko, we have the Esper, we have the Blipbug, we have the Silicobra, and we have the Houndour. Lickitung, keep that fella away from my girl, I'll tell you what. Oh, the reverse single strike energy, beautiful. And off the first pack magic, ladies and gentlemen, the Octillery, this beautiful gold secret rare, the Octillery. My gosh, the first pack. I'm gonna have to go grab the card sleeves because I didn't set them aside ahead of time, but the first pack, can you believe it? Setting the tone. Every single pack I feel from now on is going to have a beautiful card. And look at the way the light hits that beautiful card. My gosh, what a day to be cracking packs. And I am glad to have you along for the ride as we get all of these fantastic cards. Now let's get into the next one. Moving right on to the next pack here. Boy, oh boy, first pack magic. You can't make this stuff up. And as we get into this next pack, I want to take a moment to lay out how the video is going to go and the pace of the video is going to go. First, I'm going to take my time, go through every pack card by card, but eventually I'm going to start speeding up and I'm going to start learning how to make it through. Look at this beautiful Morpeko. Oh my gosh, this fuzzy little purple guy. Look at how angry he is. He's eating all the apples. What are you doing with the apples? I'm going to start speeding things up, and I'm not going to go through each card in the pack. Oh, look at the beautiful artwork there. Call me Lisa Frank almost on the Bruxish. And a Timber, my favorite. And I'm eventually going to just start going for the hits. I'm going to leave the commons and the uncommons aside, and I'm just going to go straight to the hits. Oh, we got a Phalanx reverse holo. Look at that. Beautiful card. And we have a Lickalily. Oh my God. A Licky. Something. Another Pokemon that needs to stay away from my girl. So back to what I was saying, I'm going to start speeding things up. I'm not going to go through every single card in every single pack. That's just going to be for the first ones. And then later on, we're going to just get straight to the point. Here's a code card for you, everybody. I know you love your code cards. So please redeem this online and go forth and crush in Pokemon Go. PTC Go, I think it's called. So we have a Rapid Strike style Mustard trainer card. Very cool. A Cheryl. We have a Heatmore. Very cool card there. And another Esper. A Blipbug. We have a Houndour. We're going to see him a lot today, I think. A Silicobra. Oh, there's my arch nemesis. And a Reverse Energy Recycler. Very, very cool. Very blingy. I know a lot of players like to bling out their decks. Oh, and a Primate. Nothing there. I know a lot of players like to bling out their decks with those reverse holo trainer cards and energy cards. So those are cards that I like to hang on to. I like to sleeve, make sure that they're in nice, pristine condition when I end up selling them to players and collectors. Moving right on to the next pack, we're going to get rid of the code card there. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 from the back, switch it around, get rid of that energy, and we're going to get right on into our Heatmore. We're going to keep going right through here to our Tower of Darkness. Next up, we have a Karina's Focus, and after Karina, we have a Sparrow Classic, a Sizzlepede, a cute little claymation style, a Shinx, a Cacnea. Let me just get rid of this garbage here, sorting everything out. A Cacnea. We have a Pawniard. Pawniard? Oh, and a Chimicho. Chimicho, a reverse Chimicho. A beautiful artwork. And behind it, a Vivillon. Unfortunately, as you could probably tell by now, I am of an older school Pokemon generation. So my Pokemon are a little bit different than the Pokemon nowadays, and I'm still kind of learning the names. So you're going to have to bear with me as I get through stumbling through these names. And with repetition, gains confidence, and I will eventually get it. And as we get into this next pack, I want to thank you again for stopping by and sharing this momentous occasion with me while I open 100 Battle Styles sleeved boosters. It's just so much fun. We get cards like Crawdont, and we get to look at all these beautiful artworks, Tower of Waters, Karina's Focus, all these great cards. And I'm really glad that you can share in this with me. I really do appreciate it. We got a Tepig. Look at this cute little card. We get a Glameow sitting up in the tree. Oh, the reverse Onyx. I love me some Onyx. I have since I was young. And we get a Stoutland V. There we go. Okay, we got a little bit of momentum here. We got to get a little bit of energy behind our pulls. Not the greatest. I think it's a sub $1 card. I'll flash it on the screen, but I do have an example of the more expensive Stoutland here. But this is no doubt the direction that we want to be headed. We get a little bit of momentum here. We start feeling good about ourselves. We get a little energy, a little excitement as we move into the next pack. Get a little adrenaline. The hand starts shaking. A little bit of sweat on the brow. We're feeling good. We're smelling ink. That's the most important part here, ladies and gentlemen. We're smelling ink. So let's crack into this next pack. Let's get rid of this code card. We go 1, 2, 3, 4 from the back. Switch it around. Ditch that energy card. And what else do we have here? We get the Tower of Waters. We get another Karina's Focus. We get a Purugly. Look at that little guy. A Mawile. Some sharp teeth on that. A Fomantis. Beautiful artwork. A Remoraid in the sea there. A Sparrow on the rooftop. Beautiful. A Parachuser. And a reverse Heatmore. Wow. I love that. And a Primeape. We've seen that 2 times, not in a row, but 2 times pretty close together. The Primeape sitting in the rare spot, and sometimes you're gonna get that. You get a little momentum going. Oh, we get a Galarian Slowpoke right out of the pack. Look at that artwork. Get rid of this code card. Let's go ahead and get 1, 2, 3, 4 from the back. Switch it around. Ditch the energy card, and we get a Spupa. That little tiny Spupa looking all cute. The Gliscor, very menacing looking on top of the roof there. A Bruno. There's our Galarian Slowpoke, that beautiful art. A Yamper looking like a little doggy I'd like to pet. A Murkrow squawking at the moon in the middle of the a Bisharp. The cemetery is what I was thinking of and a Marowak in the rare slot. I do love Marowak, but that's not what we're looking for right now. But we have so many packs left to go. There has got to be something in this stack of packs. I know you feel it. I feel it. We can all feel the energy that's pulsating through this stack of packs right now. So let's ditch this energy card. Nobody wants an energy. We got a Camping Gear. We got a Seadra looking good. We got a Rapid Strike Scroll of Swirls. That's a new one we haven't seen yet today. A Sizzlipede. Ooh, very sizzly. A Baltoy looking like a Balance Beam. Timber building a house. A Corphish in the pond. A Cacnea combing the desert. And a reverse hollow Bronzong looking really fresh. And behind it we get a Aegislash. Nothing special, but Aegislash, very cool card. From what little PTC Go I have played up against decks who rotate around those steel Pokemon, the Aegislashes, and they wreck. They do really well. So let's get rid of this energy card. We got another Tower of Waters. Boy, we are seeing a lot of those today. A Weepinbell. I think that's the first time we've seen him. Indeedee, looking like my wife, making the tea and cleaning up the kitchen. We have an Esper, looking fluffy and cute. A Shinx, mischievously walking down the stairs. A Blipbug. A Pawniard. A Mankey with his arms. And a Stonejourner, looking fresh and fly. The reverse Hollow. Oh, and a Crobat Hollow. Now, the Crobat Hollow, not much to write home about. It's not the big hit that we're looking for here, but it is a cool looking card, and it is nice to have just those regular cards in a holographic. Here is a code card for you. Please take it, redeem it, and prosper. Let's go 4 from the back. As always, let's turn her around. Let's get rid of you, and let's get into this pack with a Durant. A single strike style, Mustard, a Cheryl, we've seen her come up, a Horsey, oh, looking cute with her little water fountain, a Mankey, a Mawile, a Fomantis, a Remoraid, and a reverse Aegislash. Very cool looking card here. Very, very menacing, ominous presence, laser beams, and a Salazzle. Not much to speak of on the end, but this Aegislash is a beauty. Very menacing looking card. Angry. I would hate to see that card come up on the other side of the table when I'm playing the Pokemon card game. I would be afraid, but maybe I'd pop up my tentacle loving Octillery there and knock it out of the park. Let's go 4 from the back again. Let's get rid of this energy card and let's get right into our Fearow. Beautiful artwork. Our Carnivine slapping his vines all over the screen. A Corphish, Clitter clacking on the beachfront, a Scatterbug, a Cubone. Very sad story. Backstory with the Cubone. Something to look into. Oh, a Dottler. Look at that. Like a fine gem. And a Mienshao. A Mienshao? A Mienshao. And a Mienshao. Another card that we're not exactly looking for in the last slot of the pack. We're looking for the big, huge cards. We're looking for our Urshifus, but we'll take a Mienshao too. So we're going to start trying to speed things up here a little bit. We're going to start going through the deck a little faster. Oh, it looks like we have something here. We have a reverse Phoebe. She's dancing in the ballroom. And we have our first Urshifu of the day. We have our Single Strike V Urshifu. Here's a little bit of effect for you. Single Strike V Urshifu. It's not the big hit that we're looking for, obviously. Okay, but we're getting momentum here. We're getting the ball rolling. We're feeling good. We're getting the sweat beating on our forehead. We're getting a little spring in our step, a little bounce. We're getting our feet wet because we know, I know that the big stuff is coming. Out of 100 packs, the big stuff is coming. So let's go through here. Oh, a reverse Golbat. Okay, I'll take it. A Conkeldurr. Nothing to write home about at the end there, but the reverse Golbat, I will take that all day. And these reverse hollows that aren't very much, usually they will be set aside for now and they'll get a sleeve later because I will end up selling most of these on eBay or TCG Player. So we found a reverse Zubat and a Jellicent. Okay. Again, not much going on here. Look at that reverse Zubat in the crochet artwork on that card. That is very, very cool. So let's get into this next pack and start thinking about putting positive vibes out in the universe. And as we start thinking about putting positive vibes in the universe, I'm going to change up the way that I open these packs. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the code card. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 from the back. I'm going to turn it around, and then I'm going to pull the back two. We got a Conkeldurr in our hotspot, nothing to write home about. And we have our reverse hollow Dottler. Very shiny, very cool card. But moving forward, that's the way that I'm going to start cracking these packs. I'm going to pull the 2 hot ones from the back, and then we're going to look at those. And we're not going to spend our time going through all of the cards in the packs because we have a lot of cards to get through and I don't have all day, unfortunately. So let's look at the back. We have a Galarian Mr. Rhyme looking very, very hypnotic and a reverse Sparrow. Very, very cool. And I like the speed. I like the pace that we're setting right now with this new style and new way of opening packs. As we get into this next pack, it dawns on me that we're going to see a lot of the same cards over and over again as we get through here because Battle Styles was a pretty small set. Okay, let's take a look at our rare here. A Marowak, nothing to write home about again. And a reverse Drampa, very cool looking card, but not exactly what we're looking for. Anyway, Battle Styles is a very small set, only about 163 cards or so. In comparison to other sets that are much larger, 300, high 200s, sets where you're not going to see the same commons and uncommons over and over again. So it helps to kind of cruise through the packs like this. Our rare is a Entei Hollow, very nice, very cool looking card, very aggressive looking Entei, snarling, angry. And we got a reverse Entei God Pack. Hello, that's lucky. Very cool. We got the same card in the hollow and the reverse hollow in one pack. Love to see that for collecting purposes. Love to see that. Just pack cracking. It's fun to have things like that happen. So we'll go 3-4 from the back here. We'll flip our a Flapple V. Oh, very nice, very cool looking card. I love the way the hollow pattern hits that light, and a Fomantis reverse. So 2 grass energy Pokemon looking very shiny, looking very beautiful. Let's slip this guy into a penny sleeve and add it to the hits pile because that is a hit in my books anyway. I don't know about your books, but that's sleevable. That's added to the hits pile. Even though it might be just $1 or so Pokemon card, it still counts in my world. And with this next pack, we're going to start changing it up a little bit. We're going to go 4 from the back like that, and then we're going to take the 2 like this. We're going to show them. So we have the Meowstic, very cool looking card here, the reverse, and you get away from me, Licky, whatever your name is. And then we're gonna try and speed it up. But I'm still learning. I'm new to the pack cracking videos, so this is a learning process. And I think we've finally hit our stride here. So we're gonna go 4 from the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna pull the 2. 1, 2. Okay, now we have our 2. We're going to take a look at it. We have the Espurr reverse, very cool, and we have the Galarian Slowbro. This is a good way to do it. It speeds up the pack racking, and I know a lot of people might not care too much about the reverse hollow, but I like it, and there are some collectors who like it too. There are people who like to put together master sets, which includes every single possible iteration of a card, like hollow, reverse. We have the reverse Entei here, and we have the Aegislash. So master set collectors like to put together every single possible iteration of the card, which includes the non-hollow version, the hollow version, and the reverse hollow version for the commons and uncommons. So with that said, there are a lot of cards here that people might want to buy, and I haven't really decided yet whether or not I'm going to put these on my eBay. Keep an eye out for them. That might be what I do in the future. Okay, we have the reverse Cheryl, another high bling card that people like, and the Center Scorch. The reverse players like these reverse copies of the things like the Cheryl trainer cards and stuff because they like to bling out their decks. They like to go to the tournaments and they have the cool decks. They're one of the cool guys. They have I don't know if you're seeing this, but you could see like the die cut lines on the top of the cards. There are some problems here with the way that some of these. Okay, we got a Shinx. We pulled it kind of wrong that time. We got the Meowstic reverse. I think that's the second time we saw that, and the Lurantis. But as I was saying, there look like some manufacturing problems with some of these cards. I know we've seen that a lot in the Sword and Shield era, where packs are coming with like glue marks on them, weird crimping. The cards look like they've been. Here's a code card for you. The cards look like they've been manufactured hastily with weird die cuts. So we'll pull our 2 hits, we'll flip them around, take a look. Oh, the Honedge, reverse Honedge, that's a very cool card for a set collector or a player. And the Emboar, no hollow, but we are not dissuaded. We are going at this full force ahead. And I want you out there, if you're watching, send your positive vibes, send your energy, help will the good pull cards into existence, because we're looking for that Tyranitar. We're looking for those big boy hits. Okay, we have the Pachirisu. Oh, and a Phoebe. Wow, rainbow full art. There we go. Now we are talking. This is look at the flowers. Look at the way the flowers are shining in the lights. This is one of the main chase cards in the entire battle style set. It is beautiful. Phoebe is doing an alluring dance in a Hawaiian dress there. She's got the rainbow. She's calling you in. She's a siren calling you to the rocks. That is a beautiful card. I was just talking about sending your energy. You must have sent your energy focused. That was all you. I'm so glad we can do this together because that card was all you. So let's pull our 4 from the back. Keep sending that energy because, I mean, thank you. Okay, we got a Boufflant, a reverse, very cool looking card. Very easy. I love the rings on his horns and the Conkeldurr, very weird card, kind of like a baby with a lot of loose skin. I don't know what that is supposed to be, but it's definitely a strange looking card. And as we get into this next pack, let's continue sending those positive vibes into the universe, manifesting our tire. Oops, there goes a card there. Okay, we got a Purugly, a reverse, very cool, and a Bronzong hollow. Cool card. Looks like a bell that's being rung with its vibrations being sent out, kind of like the vibrations that I'm asking you, the viewer, to send in right now so that we can make sure that we get some massive, nasty, dirty hits out of this stack of 100 packs, guys. I am sitting here opening 100 packs of Battle Styles. I don't know why. I just want to see what it's like. I want to see what the pull rates on cardboard sleeved boosters are. And we got a Spupo reverse, and we have a Hollow Orbeetle, very cool looking card. But that's kind of the big question I see a lot of people asking is like, what are the pull rates on these cardboard sleeved boosters? Because I see many people saying the pull rates aren't very good on these. Buy booster boxes or buy ETBs. And surely that can't be the case. Surely it's as random with the sleeved boosters as it is with anything else. So that's kind of part of the question that I'm asking and trying to answer here today is what are the pull rates? Let's get our two hits. We got the reverse Houndour and a Stonejourner. No hollow, no nothing. Okay, that's all right. We're moving on. We're finally almost done with our first pile. There are so many more cards left to be pulled here today, but we're not slowing down. We're not losing excitement. We're keeping our energy high and we're staying in the game. We're staying focused. Let's get our two hits here. Let's turn them around, and we got our reverse Bellsprout. Oh, look at that. Lost in the Woods. Almost shocked. And our Victory Bell. Okay, no hollow on the Victory Bell, but at least now, if we want to go to a tournament, we have two Pokemon on the same evolution line that we can use to wreck our opponent and take home the big trophy. We can win the prize. We can get the cheerleaders. There are cheerleaders at Pokemon tournaments, right? We can win the hearts of the Pokemon cheerleaders, and we can be the big Chad at the tournament, and we can get our Letterman jacket. They give out Letterman jacket. I've never been to okay. Full disclosure, I've never been to a Pokemon tournament. So let's get our two hits here. Let's take a look at them. Cherubi, looks like I might have screwed up the hits on this one. Okay, we got a reverse Victory Bell. Let's see. Anyway, I've obviously never been to a Pokemon tournament. You might be able to tell that by my description of how these Pokemon tournaments work. But as far as I can imagine it, you get a Letterman jacket when you're done with the tournament, and the cheerleader kind of comes and, hangs off your arm, and you give a speech right at the top, kind of like homecoming, like prom king acceptance speech. I don't know, but this is how I imagine Pokemon tournaments, and it's why I've always wanted to go to one. And I have bought many tournament first place cards, and I've bought them with that scene in my mind, that I am buying the card that the guy was holding when he gave his big speech. Here's a code card for you at the front of the room. So we're gonna, I guess, look for our hits here. We got a Steelix reverse, very cool. We haven't seen that card yet. We haven't seen that in any version, hollow reverse or non-hollow, so that's very cool. So let's crack into this next pack and remember that the positive vibes are going. The mood is high. The feelings are good. Let's clear off the table here. Let's get a little extra room to work, and let's get into it. Let's crack these packs. I got 3 Tyrannitars looking at me at the top of the piles here, so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like that is a sign that we are going to see this Tyranitar pop up anytime soon. I'm feeling a hit. We got that Rainbow Phoebe. We got that Octillery. Boy, oh boy. And I mean, we're only through our first stack. There's still 4 more stacks left to go. So we'll do 4 from the back. Let's pull our 2 hits here. And okay, we got what do I see peeking? Oh, we got the Urshifu. We got the Rapid Strike Urshifu. Holy cow, that is a banger. We got the reverse hollow Gligar, but look at this Rapid Strike Urshifu. This is one of the chase cards, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we've been looking for. It is beautiful. There are swirls. The guy's punching me through the card. He's reaching out, trying to punch my face through the card. Look at all of these lines and textures on the card. It is one of the things that makes these modern cards so beautiful, so collectible, in my opinion, is the amount of time and attention that is paid to these cards. So, the positive vibes, I'm feeling them. They're vibrating up through the floor into my feet right now. They're coming out of my fingertips, and it is affecting the cards that are in these packs. So let's go through 1, 2, 3, 4 from the back. Put them around the front. Let's take our hits, and let's take a peek at what we got. Okay, we got the reverse Galarian Slowpoke. Like I was saying, that this is a beautiful art. I love the way this card looks. The sun shining on his face. He's just Kricketune hiding in the back there. Very, very cool Kricketune. Is this the alternate art? I'm not sure. I think there's a secret rare alt art Kricketune. I love the way the music notes are swirling behind him. You can almost hear the song that he's playing. He's lulling you. He's drawing you in with his beautiful music swirling in the background. Another card with amazing details, textures on it. It's what makes cracking these modern packs so much fun. Now, don't get me wrong, I love cracking WotC packs and looking through those cards too, but cracking Modern is so much fun because you have these cards that are just, they're works of art in and of themselves. So we'll go 4 from the back. We'll choose our 2 hits here, and then we'll take a little peek after we set those aside. What do we have? We have a reverse Aegislash, very ominous, angry looking card. I would be, and another very loose skin baby, I guess. I'm not sure what the Conkeldurr is or what it's supposed to be. Maybe it's a mole. Is it supposed to be a mole? A lot of loose skin there. But the reverse hollow Aegislash, very cool looking card. Laser beams. He's got that eyes looking at you. Here's a not a reverse. Here's a code card for you. Take it and go forth and destroy on the PTCGO. Let's count our 4 from the back. Let's take our 2 hits. Let's flip them around and see what we have here. Let's keep the momentum going. A Garder. We got a reverse hollow Garder and a Flapple V. Another Flapple V. Hopefully that'll be the last one that we see. He's spraying some sort of poison in our face. The back looks nice and clean. So we want that Flapple V to stop spraying its poison in our face. It's purple. It's obviously some sort of goo that's going to hurt. It's going to get in our eyes. We're not going to be able to see. So Flapple V, we'd appreciate it if you stop doing that. Let's get in the next pack. We got a Tyranitar coming eventually. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. You can feel it. That's why you're here watching. We're waiting for our Tyranitars. We're waiting for, look at the card. Look at the dye marks on these cards. Boy, some of them really got dinged up. A Corphish, reverse hollow Corphish, very cool. And a Tapu Bulu, very cool holographic Tapu Bulu. He's got the horns on his heads. Boy, these Pokemon, they are not your grandfather's Pokemon anymore. These are aggressive, angry looking Pokemon. They don't look like something that you want to see in a dark alley at nighttime when you're walking after the theater through the alley with your wife and your son. And then you die, and then Batman is created because of these angry looking Pokemon. You don't want that to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me, you don't want to create Batman. We have a reverse hollow Victreebel. Very cool. Now, I think we had a reverse hollow. Oh, and a Tapu Koko. Very cool. Not a very high value card, but beautiful nonetheless. Swooping down angrily. Again, another Pokemon card that will create a Batman if it catches you in a dark alley at night. And speaking of Batman, another area of the collectibles world that has gone through tremendous growth in the last year is comic books. So if you're a collector and you're interested in these fun things, take a look at comic books. Not that I'm trying to shill them. I don't sell comic books, but it has been interesting to see their growth over the last year. So let's take our 2 hits and see what we have hiding sneakily in our pack here. We have the reverse Bruno, another bling card, favorite among players who love to, and a Boltund. Awesome. The reverse Bruno, another favorite among players who like to bling out their decks, who like to go show out at the Pokemon tournaments in person, which should be coming back fairly soon. The good news for everybody out there listening is that it does seem that our world is coming back to a place of normality. Everything is opening back up, and we are getting to a place where we can start imagining that tournaments for trading card games is going to start happening again soon, which could be good news for Pokemon, Magic the Gathering. Oh, a Roly-Coly reverse. I love that name, Roly-Coly, and a Galarian Slowbro. But Roly-Coly, that's a Pokemon that my daughters would love. They love Roly-Polies in the yard. They love Roly-Colies in their decks. But it's great to imagine that we're coming back to a place in the world that everything is starting to open back up. So, we have card games like MetaZoo and Flesh and Blood that are really untested in the world of trading card games, and will soon have the ability to be tested by the public. We have our reverse hollow Bellsprout. Again, a very, very pretty artwork, and an Aegislash. I feel like we've gotten that same exact sequence in another pack earlier. But it's nice that we're going to be able to test these new card games like Flesh and Blood and MetaZoo in a tournament setting, because that's really the big question with these new card games is how are they going to perform on the big time? It's fun to collect them. They have great artworks and they're new and they're exciting. But the real question is, will these card games have staying power? Will they be able to stand the test of time? And the only way to answer that is how do they perform in a competitive setting? Because unfortunately, that seems to be the way that we test card games. We have a Vivillon and we have a Water Energy. Looks like maybe I might have screwed up the pulls on that pack. But no matter, we'll just kind of search back through and see what we got here. But testing these card games on the competitive stage, unfortunately, like Pokemon and Magic the Gathering, that is how they cement themselves in the mind's eye of the people who play and collect these games. Now, Pokemon obviously has had a little bit of help with its other intellectual properties. Magic the Gathering, not as much so. They have tried to venture into the world of the iPad apps with Magic the Gathering, but I don't think that they're going to be able to get as much of a foothold as other apps. So let's take a look at our two hits here. We have another reverse Roly-Coly, maybe going straight to my daughters, maybe going to eBay. I'm not sure yet. And we have a Salazzle, cool looking card, very, very dreary looking black bird in a nice pastel background, but not the hit that we are looking for. But anyway, I don't think Magic the Gathering is going to be able to gain a foothold because we have games like Hearthstone, and Pokemon trading card game online is so big. It is so beloved. That's these code cards, they come in every single pack and you get to trade them in on the Pokemon trading card game online for, okay, we got a reverse hollow Galarian Mr. Mime. Very cool, very icy, cold looking. Oh, what do we have here? A Mimikyu V. I love the Mimikyu. It is one of my personal favorite Pokemon from these newer generations, the Mimikyu. Very creepy looking, very Wes Anderson kind of looking puppet Pokemon. Very looks like the Corpse Bride in that sort of artistic vein. Very creepy, and I love the way it looks, kind of ghostish, specterish looking Pokemon, and it evokes makes you think, makes you wonder what's going on with that Mimikyu, because the name almost makes you think of Ditto, where it's going to copy another Pokemon or another creature. Let's look at our two. Finally, we have the reverse hollow Aegislash. We've seen the regular copy of that. And we have the Tapu Koko VMAX. All right, there we go. We have a hit. This is a beautiful hit. The full art, it's got the texture, it's got everything that you are looking for in a hit. Beautiful card. It hits the light just right. This is going right into a sleeve, and it is going on the pile. You can bet on that. That is going to be counted as a hit. That's a great card to pull, and you love to see it. It makes opening these packs so much fun. It makes that next pack want to open so much faster when you get a hit like that, because that Tyranitar is in there. I can feel it. I saw that Lickitung looking at me with his tongue out, mocking me, telling me he's coming for my girl. You stop. You stop. Okay, Lickitung? Let's take a look at our two hits here. And we have the Vivillon reverse hollow. Okay, that's it. First time we've seen that. Very cool card. And we have the Claydol. Look at that. The Claydol. Hey, guys. Whose name is Clay? My name is Clay. Not Claydol, but my name is Clay. But we know that Tyranitar is lurking in that stack, waiting for us, calling to us, mocking us, saying, hey, you going to find me? come looking for me. I bet you can't find me. Let's take a look at the next two hits from this pack. We have a reverse Tower of Waters, very cool bling bling, and a Primeape. Nothing to write home about, but still fun to open these packs as we move on to our next stack. 3 left to go. The energy is high. The excitement is palpable. Let's get into it. As we open this next pack, who do we see peeking at us from the very top? We see a Mankey, which is great because we got a Primeape from the last pack, and now we have 2 Pokemon on the same evolutionary line so that we can wreck in tournaments. Let's pull our 2 hits and take a look here. A Level Ball Reverse Holo. We have not seen that card pulled at all yet. Very cool. And a Holo Bronzong. Very cool. The bell Pokemon ringing, vibrating its noise throughout the air, affecting your mood. I don't know what the Bronzong does, but we have a Honedge peeking out from the top of this next deck. We're going to go 5 with the code card from the back. So we go 5, pull them around. So let's take a look at our hits. Take a peek, see. Oh, looks like we might have accidentally grabbed 3 cards there, but no worries. Let's just get through our bronzer here and see what our hits are. We have the Purugly, the kitty cat, sunning itself on the rocks by the shore, bathing, looking very, very grumpy in its face, and a Drampa. Nothing here. Okay, moving on to the next one. Again, we only have 3 piles left. We're about halfway through. These were 5 piles of 20 packs. We've been through 2 piles already, 40 packs. We're about a couple packs into the 3rd pile, so we have roughly 27 or so packs left. Let's take a look at our 2 hits here and see where today is going to take us. I feel good. I feel like we're making some real progress here. Oh, another one where we accidentally pulled 3. A Reverse Timber. Okay, the builder up on the building the roof, holding the 2x4. Actually, that might be a 4x4. And a Kricketune V. Very cool. Not a massive hit, but that's going to get a sleeve. You can bet your bottom dollar on that because it is a hit in my books. It is a hit on this channel. It is a hit anywhere where cards are sold as far as I am concerned. I'm personally more excited about that Reverse Timber though, because I do have another hobby aside from Pokemon that you might not know about. Speaking of timber, which is woodworking. I like to build things. Here's a code card for you. And so I personally connect with timber. I feel that character because I like to go outside and I like to yell timber too. Let's go 4 from the back. Let's pull our 2 hits and see what we got. Let's keep the energy high. Let's keep the momentum going. Let's see. We got a Scatterbug. Here's another new Pokemon that we haven't seen yet. Fantastic. And a Claydol. He's mocking me. He's saying, Clay, I know what you're doing. I know you're looking for that Tyranitar, so I'm going to keep popping up and I'm going to keep blocking that Tyranitar from you. That's all right, Claydol. We'll get through you. We'll get through all your shenanigans. We'll get to our Tyranitar. We'll get to our awesome pull. So let's keep going through here. Let's keep the mood high. The feeling is right. We are cracking packs today. There's nothing better to do in the world. Okay, we got a Reverse Mankey. Very cool card. And what do we have behind him? A Primeape. Okay. 2 Pokemon, on the same evolutionary line, so we can take this to a tournament and wreck with. But there is no better thing to be doing on a day like today than cracking packs, getting through 100 battle styles booster packs here, looking for the pulls, feeling great, feeling the energy high, seeing maybe some minor manufacturing problems here, like there's a chip on the code card, all kinds of little whitening on the edges there. See the whitening on the edge of that? Yeah, see that there? Look here. Boy, oh boy, some hastily cut cards at the factory. A Gliscor Reverse Holo, very cool, and a Colossal Holo. Another very cool card. Not a hit in my books, but that's okay. Now the problem with that, the way that card is cut, that Gliscor Reverse Holo with the whitening on the edges, is when it comes time to sell that, I'm only going to be able to sell that as a light play, even though it is pack fresh, never been touched before. It's once it gets put into the box. See, here we have it again. These cards are only going to be able to be sold as light play cards. I can't sell these as near mint cards because they're not. Unfortunately, they came straight out of the pack in not near mint condition. We got a Pawniard Reverse Holo, very cool, very sharp thing on his head, and another Holo Entei. We've seen that card again, but 2 very, very angry, aggressive looking Pokemon. What's wrong, guys? Why so serious? As we call back to the Batman reference earlier. We get back to Batman and we talk about the Joker. Why so serious? Why is everybody back in my day? Pokemon were happy. Pikachu was dancing and prancing, zapping people with his lightning bolts, but with a big smile on his face. A Grumpig, very cool. Kind of the artwork. It could be. It looks kind of like a child did it, but I think that is a very intentional, specific style, a choice made by the artist to make it look like a child did it, and it worked, and I think it paid off big time. It's a beautiful looking card. The color palette on that Grumpig, very cool looking card. I do connect with that pastel, kind of crayon, almost, what is that, colored pencil look, the sketchbook look of that card. More whitening on edges that I see here, and that doesn't make me feel very good about that Tyranitar that is coming. We have a rapid scroll of swirls, and I know that Tyranitar is coming eventually, but look at that. What did I say? Another Claydol mocking me. I told you he's mocking me. But the whitening on the edges does make me feel a little bit nervous that when we finally do get our big hit, what's it going to be like? Is it going to be clean? Is it going to be a gradable copy? If anybody who's going to want to buy this maybe they're going to want to buy a Tyranitar from me to grade it. Is it going to be gradable? Because we've seen so many problems with the manufacturing cut lines on these cards. Oopsie daisy, looks like we got 3 again, so let's get through there. And we have a reverse Glameow. Okay, very cool looking card. Sunning itself, kind of stroking the tree, stretching out in the tree as cats are wont to do. And a Galarian Mr. Rhyme. Okay, no, I do like that reverse holo Glameow, the Galarian Mr. Rhyme. That's a little bit disappointing, but we still have around, I would guess, 25 or so packs left to go. There is still plenty of time to pull some big hits here. I promise we are going to get something beautiful. And so we have our 2 hits here. Let's flip them around, see what we got. A Mawile reverse holo. Okay, the sharp teeth are, and we got a Corviknight V. Very cool card. Not big money, unfortunately, but still a very beautiful looking card. Slashing through the air with its green talons, shining all over the place, looking fantastic. You love to see it. You love to see the variety of hits that are coming out of the sleeved boosters here. We did get 2 Flapple Vs, but aside from that, as far as hits go, we haven't seen any other repeats, and that's probably the best case scenario, unless we're talking about repeats of Tyranitars. Obviously, I will take that all day. If we get 3 or 4 Tyranitars in a row, I would happily take repeats on that. A reverse holo Tool Jammer, some more bling bling for our tournament players' decks. And hey, you get out of here, Licky Licky. No, thank you. We said we don't want any of your shenanigans around here, Licky Licky. You keep that tongue in your mouth. You keep it away from my wife. Anyway, let me struggle to get these cards out of the pack here. Another Mawile popping out here. We've seen that card a few times before. Let's move 5 from the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull our hits from the top, and let's take a little peeky look-see at what we have pulled here. We have the Electabuzz. Haven't seen an Electabuzz yet in a reverse holo. Very cool looking card. And behind it, we have a Boltund. Nothing but that Electabuzz, very cool. Haven't seen an Electabuzz pop up. Maybe that's going to end up being a very hard card to pull from this set. I don't have, obviously, big numbers to compare that to, but the fact that we've only seen 1 Electabuzz in what we've done now, about nearing 30 packs, that might suggest something. A reverse Lurantis. I think we've seen a Lurantis already, and a Mienshao, a non-holo Mienshao. Cool card, cool name specifically, and that's what's important to focus on the Mienshao, is that it is an amazing name, and you gotta love a Pokemon with a cool name. And as we pull our 5 from the back here with our code card included, we want to keep the energy high. We want to keep the momentum going. The feeling is right. We know there's a Tyranitar coming. We have a reverse holo Aegislash. Another one popped up. And what do we have behind it? Oh my lordy, we found it. We have done it. The Tyranitar alternate art. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the chase card from the entire set. I don't have the numbers with me right offhand, but I think this is the most valuable card in the entire set. Fantastic. You'll love to see it, but we have more packs to go. We can't slow down right now. We can't rest on our laurels. We can't just, get the hit and stop. We have to keep going. So let's pull our 5 from the back. Let's plow straight ahead. Let's keep going. Let's get the next one. Let's get another one. Another one's coming right now. I can feel it. Another one. Let's see what we have. We have the reverse hollow Galarian Mr. Rime. And behind it, we have the Marowak. Unfortunately, but still, we found the Tyranitar. We've been calling for it all day. We've been saying, keep the energy high. Send your vibes in. Your vibes worked. Your energy worked. We did this together. I could not imagine doing this with anybody else but you. Thank you so much for being along this ride. Let's take a look at the 2 hits from this next pack as we move into our final 2 stacks of cards. The Carkol Reverse Hollow and the Kingdra Hollow. Very cool looking card. Catching that light just perfectly. Let's start in on our last 2 stacks, which means we are rounding the corner. We are in our last 20 packs to go. We're almost there. We're on the home stretch. I tell you, it has been a long day opening these packs. We've had ups, we've had downs, we've had highs, we've had lows, but we have found the Tyranitar. We got the Octillery on the very first pack out of the gate. Let's see, we have our reverse hollow Onyx. We've gotten that before. A very beautiful card, kind of looking a little bit annoyed like he was sleeping, and another Conkeldurr looking like a mole with a lot of loose skin holding rocks. Again, not sure what that's supposed to be, but a very, very striking card nonetheless. As I was saying, we are rounding the bend. We are in the home stretch, but thank you so much for sticking around and watching this. We have had so many cool hits that mimic you. We've had the 2 Flapple Vs. These aren't high value cards, but they're very fun to look at. We got the Octillery off the rip, the first pack. On this card, we have the reverse Cherubi, looking very cute, and another Hollow Entei. Very cute looking cards, very, very nice artwork, very striking. The Entei, very aggressive. You wouldn't want to see that card sitting across the table from you at a tournament because it is so scary looking. So let's pull our 5 from the back with the code card. Let's set the stack aside and let's look at the hits here. What do we have? A reverse hollow Sandaconda wrapped up, ready to strike, and a Stoutland V. Very cute card. Not the most pricey Stoutland V in Battle Styles. I actually have an example of the better, more sought after Stoutland V sitting off to the side, but that's not the highest value Stoutland V. I think that's actually our second time that we pulled that card as well. So let's go our 5 from the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull it around front. Take the 2 from the top. Set the stack aside, and let's take a look at the hits. We have another reverse Cherubi and a Necromanza. A Necrozama V. Very cool. I'll have to admit, I'm not too sure what I'm looking at when I'm looking at these cards that have this type of artwork style. It's kind of hard to appreciate what's actually going on in the picture, but you see a lot of action, you see a lot of energy, you see a lot of movement, a lot of aggressive motion, and I connect with that. I definitely understand and sympathize with that beautiful card. Let's take a look at the next 2 pulls. We have a reverse hollow Cacturn. Very cool. Another crayon style, almost colored pencil style, and a Victini VMAX. Look at that chubby little gargoyle with the V on his head, his big blue eyes, peering deep into your soul with a smile on his face with his 2 little fangs, saying, hello. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be your Pokemon. Thank you for pulling me. Let's be friends. Only about 2.5 stacks here left to go, ladies and gentlemen, which means we're probably getting close to the 25 or so. I think these are 5 stacks of 20 cards. So we're getting into look at this. What is this? Boy, we have, we do see some manufacturing defects, unfortunately, on these cards from Battle Styles. You hate to see it, but at least it's not on something as big of a hit as like a Tyranitar. Let's just check and see what we see. They look okay. Nothing crazy. A little bit of a dye cut line on the top card here on this Onyx, reverse hollow Onyx. We got this one again, another good card. And behind it, we have a non-hollow Victory Bell. So we're getting close probably into the 30, 25 pack range here. So we're rounding the corner. We're keeping the energy high. You know, we hit that Tyranitar, so we're kind of in that post Tyranitar lull. You know, we just want to take a nap. It's almost like eating Thanksgiving dinner. We ate the turkey with the Tyranitar, and now it's time for bed. But it's not. We cannot go to sleep now. We have to keep going with our Baltoy and a Rapid Strike Urshifu V. Fantastic card. Fists flying everywhere. Look out. You don't want to get caught in that flurry of fists. You will get knocked the F out immediately. That's probably what happened to that Tyranitar V. And as I'm looking at the Tyranitar, it does actually look like he just got done eating Thanksgiving dinner too. That's why he's asleep. He knows it's time to sleep. That's very funny meta on that card. That's the chase card. It makes you want to go to sleep after you pull it, just like he went to sleep after he got done eating. Not too much to speak of in this pack, but let's move on to the next pack. So many hits. We've got this cornucopia of hits laid out before us on the table here, and it's been amazing. It has been a wild journey today in getting these cards. It's been so much fun, and who knew Battle Styles had so much potential? Widely heralded as not a very collectible set among collectors. You know, players seem to like it just fine, but collectors seem to reject Battle Styles. But I would caution and say maybe rethink that strategy. We got a reverse single strike scroll there. I would caution collectors and say maybe rethink that idea, because Battle Styles has a lot of potential. This was a lot of fun to open. And that Tyranitar, that is the chase card of the entire set. And I mean, just being able to pull that here today with you guys on camera has been such a privilege. It's been so much fun. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching me pull this fantastic card. And it might even be for sale on my eBay in the coming future. I'm not sure yet. I haven't made that decision. If you would like to see that card for sale, maybe you want to buy it and you want to see it on eBay, send me a message and I will absolutely consider it. We have the reverse hollow Bellsprout, a card we've seen several times before, and we just won't mention that card. Let's move on to the next pack here. Let's crack this bad boy. We're feeling it. We're feeling exhausted. The exuberance, the highs, the lows, you know, they take their toll on you. 100 packs is no small feat. And the emotional roller coaster that you go through when you're opening these packs is pretty big. Reverse hollow Golbat, we haven't seen that card yet. And a Jellicent. Reverse hollow Golbat, another great, amazing looking card. Golbat, a Pokemon from my generation, the older, the more mature man generation. And so I love to see Pokemon that have been around for that amount of time since I was a kid. And I like to connect with those Pokemon again, all over again. So let's take a look at the two hits from this one. We have a reverse Luxray. Very cool. I love the star coming off the tail on that Luxray, and a Victory Bell. Even though a Victory Bell has been around since I was a kid, not exactly the card that I want to see in that spot in a pack, but nonetheless, let's just keep moving forward. Let's keep finding our hits. We know we got some extra ones in here. Here's the code card for all you PTCGO players out there. Please feel free to redeem that code card on your account. Crack that pack and get you a Tyranitar of your own, a reverse hollow Galarian Slowbro. Very cool artwork, the pastel colors, the shell eating the Slowbro's arm, and the Slowbro, as always, has the confused look on his face, like, what's up? What are you doing? Why are you eating my arm? That's why you love the Slowbro, because he's, you know, maybe not the quickest wit, maybe not the smartest guy out there, but, you know, a very fun, very lively, very lovable Pokemon nonetheless. Let's take a look at the two hits that we have from this pack. We have the reverse hollow Emboar. Very cool. Very, very motion-filled photography there. And the Bronzong hollow with the bells. Now we are getting down to the end of our second to last pile here, and we are feeling the energy. We are feeling the excitement. It is palpable as we go 5 from the back and pull the two hits. We are feeling fantastic. There are only about 22 packs left to go through. Another Emboar reaching out through the card as if to say, hey, I'm going to punch you in the face. Here's a Colossal, the fire on the back, a big mountain giant of a Pokemon with the lava sitting on top of his shoulders. Very, very ominous looking, very, very noble looking, magnificent. So again, let's go 5 from the back, including the code card on this pack. And let's take a look at the 2 hits. As we get down to it, we are on the home stretch. We are almost done here. A reverse Claydol. That's what I like to see. That's my card. That's my name. That's my Pokemon. And a Holo Octillery. Not going to compete with the obviously the gold secret rare Octillery that we got off the jump, off the first pack magic, right off the crack, but an Octillery nonetheless, a Holo, a very cool Pokemon, especially for all you people who like Japanese tentacle porn out there. That is going to be a card that you are going to really connect with. Hopefully, the algorithm doesn't pick up on the fact that I just used that name, that word, and we have a reverse Holo Slanded and another Licky. Hopefully the algorithm doesn't pick up on the fact that I just said Japanese tentacle porn in my video and age restricted, but that's okay because we are so deep in the video right now that I highly doubt anybody is still watching this video or listening to it. If you are, please comment in the comment section down below, Japanese tentacle porn. I will be very surprised if I see even one comment that says it down below. We have a reverse Holo Hone Edge, very cool looking card, and a single strike Urshifu V punching through the card, about to crack you in your MF jaw. That guy doesn't play. He's got a look on his face like, dude, you know what he's actually looking at? He's looking at the Licky. The Licky came around his girl and he's putting a stop to it. He's putting an end to it. He's saying, no, Licky. You've been around everybody's girls. You've been around Clay's girl. You've been around Claydol's girl, not Urshifu's girl. I'm going to put my fist right in your jaw. We have the reverse Holo Luxio, looking very cool, slashing, and another Conkeldurr. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Is it a mole with loose skin? Who knows? I don't know. It's a creepy looking, and there he is. My God, will you just go away already? And we are getting so close to the end here, ladies and gentlemen. It might be time to just take a deep breath in and exhale it out as we look at our reverse Holo Heatmor and we start to sink into the center scorch and the fact that we have gotten some amazing pulls today. We've felt good. We've gotten that buzz, that Electabuzz when we pulled that Tyranitar. We've gotten the Octillery right off the rip. It set the pace. It set the tone for the entire day, and we did not disappoint. We're not going to walk away from this 1 hour session disappointed. And it's amazing that we've been able to do this for around 1 hour. The reverse Salazil, we haven't seen this yet. And anyway, it's been amazing that we've been able to do this for almost an entire hour at this point. And we're on the home stretch. We're feeling good. We're making it through here. And we're going to wrap up this video here. And I'm going to, at the end, there's a code card for you. Anybody who wants to redeem that online. At the end, I'm going to go back through the pile of pulls that we got, and I'm going to go through one by one and put the prices on the screen so that you can see. A reverse Holo Rapid Strike Scroll of Swirls. Very nice. And there we have it. The single strike Urshifu VMAX. Beautiful card. Looking at Licky saying, listen, dude, enough is enough. I got fire coming out of my eyes. I got fire coming out of my nose. Out of my mouth. I have these big, ripped, jacked muscles glistening in this shiny card sunlight. I'm not going to take your nonsense anymore. It's time to put an end to this. And thank you, Urshifu, for standing up for all of us out there who want Licky to Licky and Leavey, our girl, alone. Here we have the Glameow. I might have pulled up. Okay, there we go. And the double blade behind it and the reverse Holo. But you know, sometimes this happens. You open 100 packs and once in a while you're going to slip. It's not going to be, it's not as easy as I make it look. Believe me, I'm a professional. Okay. I'm a professional pack opener. I make it look easy, but this stuff ain't easy. It ain't easy being cheesy, I guess. Let's take a look at the 2 hits from the next pack here. And we are getting almost so close to the end. We have a reverse Holo Phalanx, and behind it, we have a Tyranitar V. Awesome. I don't know if this isn't the chase card from the entire set, so I don't really know what the financial value of this exact card is. I'm not going to go out on a limb and say it's probably not too high, but it is the Tyranitar. It is a very collectible card. People love their Tyranitars out there, and I don't blame them. The T-Rex, the kind of Godzilla type Pokemon, very cool, big belly, I mean, you can imagine the Tyranitar stomping through a city, tearing down buildings, fighting the Mothman. We have the Reverse Hollow Experience Share, very playable card, very cool card. This card comes up a lot in play. And the single strike Urshifu VMAX Rainbow Rare. Look at it glistening in the lights. Look at it catching the sparkles off of the lights. It is beautiful. It is amazing. It is got to be one of the big chase cards of the set, I think. I'm not sure, but I know these rainbow rares are usually pretty high up on the ladder as far as people wanting to get these big pulls. Here's the Phoebe. Again, we got the other rainbow rare Phoebe. These, I'm not sure. Again, I'll put the price tags on the screen, but these are usually the big cards. They're the very rare, hard to pull cards. Very cool with their sparkles, with their artwork. Phoebe looking very alluring in her dress, shaking her hips, her bum, as we like to call it in Wisconsin. And, very cool. We have a Reverse Hollow Spupa here and a Mienshao, a non-hollow Mienshao. Phoebe just looking dead at the camera right now saying, hey, big boy, my name is Phoebe. What's your name? You want to dance? And my answer to you, Phoebe, is yes, I do want to dance. And I can shake my hips with the friggin' best of them. Another Reverse Hollow Phalanx and a Tapu Bulu holographic rare. Very cool card. Not the big hit that we're looking for. But, I mean, let's be honest. What big hit are we looking for at this point? We've gotten so many of them. To want and to be expecting any more would just be greedy at this point. We have the Reverse Pig Knight, haven't seen him before, and a Lurantis, non-hollow. To be expecting any more hits at this point would just be greedy. And I, ladies and gentlemen, am not a greedy person. I am happy with what we've gotten. And we're going to pull the two rares from this pack as we are on our very, very last cards. We have the Bruxish, cool card. Like I said earlier in the video, kind of like a Lisa Frank vibe in that card. It reminds me of when I was a kid. They had the Lisa Frank pencil holders and erasers. And the color palette was very similar to that Bruxish. And that's what it reminds me of. And it takes me back to a time, and that's when Pokemon was first starting out, when I was a kid. So maybe that was the intention of the artist. We have the Urn of Vitality Reverse Hollow. We haven't seen that come up yet. And a Victory Bell. Non-hollow, but the Urn of Vitality, very cool. I'm sure there's going to be some players out there who are going to want that card for their tournament decks. And we're getting down to like the last 4 or 5 packs here. Feeling good. Let's get 5 from the back. Let's get it done. Let's knock this out of the park. It's already been a home run up until this point, and it can only get better is what I feel. A Reverse Hollow Mienshao, another, and the Crobat. Look at the way that Crobat hits the light. Fantastic. Even though it's not the big hit, you still love to see cards like that aren't the big hits, but they still are beautiful cards, right? They're not the rainbow rares, they're not the secret arts, but they're still fun to look at. They're still beautiful cards. The Rapid Strike Energy Reverse Hollow, very playable. These cards are very important to people who play the game. And the Holographic Entei. But these Reverse Hollow Trainer cards and these Energy cards, the Stadium cards, they're not big as far as the collector's market, the secondary market, but these are very important cards to people who play the game. They need these cards. The Mienfoo, Mienfoo, and the Meowstic, very, very cool card. Look at the way it hits the light. I mentioned it earlier, and I'm going to mention it again. I love almost just the regular holographic rares almost as much as I like the rainbow rares. The rainbow rares are cool to look at too, but there is a special affinity in my heart for some very cool holographic cards. Reverse Luxray and a holographic Steelix, another card that we haven't seen too much of today, and glad to see it. Steelix is another older Pokemon. I'm not going to go out on a limb and say Steelix was from my generation because I don't remember. I think Steelix evolves from Onix, but I don't remember if Steelix was from the original 150 Pokemon. I never got it in my red version of the Game Boy game. I did spend a lot of time going after Missing though. Reverse Hollow Aegislash for this pack, and a Hollow Crobat. Now we are on our last pack here. We're gonna bring it to an end. We're gonna bring this hit parade to a close. We're going to feel the vibes, feel the energy start to wane here as I show you the last code card of the day. We're feeling good. We're going to take our 2 hits here. We're going to take a peek, and then we're going to bring it to a close. And I mean, how appropriate is it that we close on a reverse hollow clay doll? I mean, come on, you guys, you can't write this stuff. You can't script this stuff. Look at all of these hits. We've had so much fun today. It's been so amazing. Look at these fantastic cards. I can't believe I was able to get so many hits out of one stack of sleeved boosters, and it makes me think that maybe to the people out there who are skeptical about sleeved boosters, maybe reconsider. There has been some amazing hits here in the sleeved boosters. As we wind down and we bring this episode to an end, we've gone through 100 packs, and it has been amazing. It has been a wild ride. It's been so much fun. Thank you. I can't thank you enough for coming with me on this ride. We're going to go through one more time, and we're going to go on a hit parade, and we're going to take a look at all of the fantastic cards that we've pulled from this one stack of sleeved boosters. And we're going to start off, obviously, with the beautiful Tyranitar V, the alternate art, asleep after Thanksgiving dinner. We're going to look at our Victini VMAX, the beautiful Phoebe coming up afterwards with her dress and the flowers in her hair, the Tapu Koko, the very aggressive looking card, the Octillery right off the rip, our first card that we pulled, the Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX, punching at the Licky Licky, the Kricketune singing us to sleep with its beautiful song, the Urshifu VMAX going after Licky Licky, the Urshifu VMAX going after Licky Licky, Stoutland V, the little dog herding sheep, the Mimikyu, ready to mimic you at a moment's notice, the Tapu Koko sweeping down from the sky, the Flapple V spraying its purple stuff in your face, the Tyranitar V stomping through the streets of Tokyo, the Single Strike Urshifu V, the Single Strike Urshifu V taking aim at its enemy, the Flapple V again coming at you with its purple goo, the Corviknight V, the Dark Knight of the Sky, the Stoutland herding the sheeple, the Rapid Strike Urshifu V with its hands flying, the Necromanza striking at its enemy, the Kricketune again to end it with its beautiful song. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.